You are welcome to Nana's Tarot and Oracles. I am the Nana, and Nana loves you. You have a home here for comfort and contemplation, hope and inspiration, rest, renewal, and relaxation. Your readings here may empower you to use your intuition to help you towards a better life. All readings are dedicated to truth and light, but cannot take the place of professional services of any kind. Readings are general for the collective, and if they do not sound right for you today, they may not be for you today. Come and try again another day. If you like what you're hearing, please select the like button below and subscribe. It's free with all notifications. Share with your friends or family. If you have a question or a comment, I will try to answer it below. You are important to Nana, and Nana is always grateful to be with you again. Today is April the 4th, and I was called to do a reading today. We are on the last day under the influence of our beautiful full pink moon. The moon is now waning, and I was reading in one of my newsletters yesterday that this is referred to now as the disseminating moon, and I hope that you were all able to get a look at the moon. I actually got a good look at the moon this morning early before sunrise, and she was beautiful. It's always good to have an opportunity to go out and contemplate the moon. The astrology for this period of time, Molly McCord has an excellent video out this week. I recommend that you listen to it, about transitions and accelerations related to what's going on, just to remind you from her excellent graphic that she published online, this Aries Libra mirror that we have been experiencing, the balancing of selfhood and interaction, trying to coordinate between the I and the we. Those are all important things. This is the weekly intuitive astrology for April 1st. We are in this portion right here now, the 3rd to the 5th, where some of us may be feeling some emotional and financial pressure. And so we need to consider that. On April 5th, which is tomorrow, we're going to see the Sun square Jupiter. So joyful growth and rebirth. And we have the lineup for the April stellium preparing to make its debut. The first time we've seen this kind of lineup in a long time. Coming up on April 8th, we have the grand karmic release, and she talks about old dynamics and timelines effortlessly falling away as your internal frequency expands and shifts. Now, this is all within the context, again, of the entire picture for the month of April. We would be in this Aries ignition portion here, the 1st through the 17th. The 17th is going to be the new moon, the Aries new moon. But this period here, which will start right at the end of this week, April the 9th, the engines start when Mars enters Aries, ruling a massive 8-planet lineup and triggering courageous, instinctual forward movement. We may experience time compression, perception of time shifting, feeling faster and more inconsistent as we enter into a new era. We've been talking about this, haven't we? But I just wanted to review that with you. Also, I have seen some people are referring to today, April the 4th, which is 4/4, as a 4/4 portal. And it feels, again, we're in that liminal space, but it feels like we are moving over a threshold we talked about in our last reading with the cards that we received, in particular the World card, stepping through the threshold. And it feels like we're getting there now, and I was called to do a reading. We also today are celebrating Passover last night for our Jewish culture, and tomorrow we celebrate Easter, that is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. These are very precious and serious times for contemplation. I have had quite a lot of opportunity. This year, for some reason, was given the insight earlier in the year that the Four of Cups card struck me as being the card of the Garden of Gethsemane, and the Bible verse associated with that from the book of Matthew was, "Oh, my Father, if this cup may not pass away unless I drink it, thy will be done." And so we have some opportunity to contemplate that sometimes we have to surrender and drink whatever cup we are served. Something to think about on this very special and sacred time. Let's have a card from the Inner Temple Oracle. All cards were shuffled prior to the reading, but let's just give one more and see what this card is right here. We have the masks we wear. That is an interesting card. Do you feel that you are wearing a mask? I do wonder at times if we are not all trying to mask our trepidation as we face the turbulence in our world. The mask we wear is in the Soul Inquiry suit. Let's see what the booklet says here. Here is the text if you like to read it for yourself. Authenticity is the highest vibration there is. Being around someone who is authentic, who knows who they are, and whose inner self matches what we see and hear is so liberating. Their truth activates something within us, too. Many of us have been taught to wear masks, but when we wear a mask, this takes a toll on our body and soul. When we wear a mask, we abandon our true authentic self, and this can be sensed too by those around us. Some wear a mask because they don't know who they are, while others do so because they're trying to be whoever the world wants them to be, which essentially means abandoning themselves to stop others from abandoning them. But in reality, it will hurt 10 times more if we abandon ourselves by being who we think others want us to be, and we're still not received despite the weight of that mask. When the fear of abandonment comes up, the invitation is always to turn towards yourself and say, "I'll never leave you," to offer yourself the love and companionship you're afraid of losing or of not receiving, to find safety in your own company, to find love in your own presence, to gather up the courage to be who you truly are. Take off the mask and stand tall in your authenticity. Your soul inquiry is, how are you trying to fit in? What mask are you wearing? How can you embrace more of your authentic self? Those are all questions we might need to think about. Now, let's have a talisman oracle card. We've had good luck and magic cards in our last readings. I like those. Let's see what we have to think about today. We have success. Well, that is a very good card to get. And I'm sure the sacred geometry in the card is triggering our subconscious minds to think about whatever it is we need to think about to bring us success. There's the sacred geometry. Here is the text, if you prefer to read it for yourself. In a reading, you have planted the seeds of success, and the stars are in your favor, gently guiding your way forward. Trust that through the storms and heavy rain, this seed will grow and prosper. Forget the feelings of doubt. You are about to achieve significant accomplishments, and it's been you alone who has done all the work. This is a well-deserved success, and when the victory comes, it cannot be taken away. Enjoy. The talisman power. This card brings great optimism for the future of any given project or issue. Use it with a specific subject in mind. Look at the little sprout on the card. It's deriving its energy from the star above. It is written in the sky that the small plant will flourish, and it's up to you to nurture and patiently await its blooms. Your affirmation is, my efforts are fruitful. That is a very encouraging card to receive today. Now let's have a significator card from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And our significator card is the Strength card, which is presenting in the reversed position. Strength card is a major arcana card, number 8. Number 8 being a card of abundance and forward movement. And one of the few cards in the deck that features the lemniscate, or the infinity symbol, over the main character's head. And the card presenting in the reverse position suggests to me that we are still growing our strength, and I'm happy to hear that we have the talisman card for success. Perhaps we can look forward to becoming stronger in this liminal transitional period as we are stepping through our portal. Let's see what the reverse card is. And I have to laugh because it is the World card. And I think that is very significant to get this again, and particularly as we are discussing crossing portals. The World card also contains the symbols in the corners. These are, interestingly enough, symbols of the cardinal signs, or the signs for starting of the seasons, interestingly enough. Actually, that is not correct. They are the fixed signs. I apologize. And those would be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. Ooh, and I'm not real sure what that one is. I'm going to have to look that up. But this wreath in the red ribbon, which also is sort of a partial infinity symbol, both at the top and the bottom, are elements of victory. And I was also drawn to bring out the Wandering Star Tarot for clarifiers and also for the yes or no cards. So if you have a yes or no question, think about it now. And we'll do that in just a minute. Let's see what the Wandering Star Tarot has to offer in terms of clarification. We have the Death card. The Death card is a card of transformation, of new beginnings, of endings, of change. Begin again. That dovetails very neatly with the World card. And the bottom of the deck shows us the Wheel of Fortune. This is number 10. I would like to stop and note here that every card that we have pulled from Tarot today is a major arcana card, and that is a stunning occurrence in a reading. The 8, Strength, the 21, the World, which reduces to 3, the number of the Empress. The 13, the Death card, which reduces to 4, the number of stability, foundation. And the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, which reduces to 1, which is the number of the year we're in. So this is the card of the year of 2026. And this is the card, according to the keywords here, of karma, of destiny, and of the hand of fate. We have symbols in the center of the suits. This card presenting in the reverse position also suggests to me that, again, we are on the threshold. And so that is very interesting to have 4 major arcana cards in this reading today on the 4-4 portal. Very interesting. Here are our yes and no cards. If you have a yes or no question, think about it now. Your answer is yes. I hope that is an answer that is useful for you. Okay, let's have a self-care oracle card. What sort of self-care do we need to look at for today? Today we have health checkup. And so I would encourage you to think about what you might need to think about as far as your health is concerned. I am actually, after the holiday weekend, trying to reinstitute some diet and exercise goals. Maybe that's something that you need to think about too. Or maybe you need to get a checkup. And let's see what our rune for today is. Our rune for today is Inguz, fertility, completion, emergence. It came up in the reverse, but it technically has no reverse. It is the same, regardless. Again, completion and emergence fits right in with our portals, our transformation, our transition. And let's have a hexagram from the I Ching, the Book of Changes. And this is the card that we had at our last reading, number 22. It came out again, and it came out with card number 16. So let's see what Benebell Wynn has to say about number 16. Perhaps this indicates a transition from number 22 to number 16. '22, you will recall, was luminosity. Number 16 is the hexagram of enthusiasm. And there is the oracle. Action with enthusiasm. Renounce hesitation. Do not let chronic conditions hold you back. That sounds health related. Prepare for the advance. Demonstrate enthusiasm, and you motivate not just yourself, but also the spirit realms to support you. Honor others with enthusiasm, and they will reciprocate. Let the energy of life invigorate you so you can invigorate others. Know your purpose and reason for action, and you will never cease to take action. When you are relentless with your drive, nothing can or will stop you. I think that means that you're going to find your strength to transform and step through the portal. The wheel of fortune and success, and the yes and fertility and your health are all going to work with you. Now, looking below the oracle here, it says, thunder shakes the earth, prepare for an advance, auspicious to take military action. One wonders if that refers to the turbulence that we are seeing in the world. I want to encourage you to think about, hope for, wish for, and perhaps manifest peace and love. Thank you for tuning in to Nana's Tarot and Oracles today. You make Nana's day. Nana loves you and hopes you leave a question or a comment below. Select the like button, subscribe, it's free, and ask for all notifications. I will see you again soon in peace and love.